April 2024. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. Do not deny them listening onto this hallowed platform, because this is where we preach the gospel of liberation, the pure gospel. This gospel that started right from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon. We are here live and direct to continue this message of liberation, because this is a revolutionary radio, a place where you will unlearn and relearn. This is the alma mater of the Renaissance awakening. Therefore, here we subject everything to the author of reason. This is how we want to be genuinely liberated. Not like a flag independent country like Nigeria, where everything is about looting. Nigeria is a farm, a British farm, meant in order to do what? To loot, to take away products free of charge. That is why Nigeria is created. Therefore, we must continue. Today, as I said, is the 17th day of April 2024. You can be hearing us live and direct on our FM in many parts of Biafra land, 102.1 on FM, 102.1, CHK 102.1 in parts of Biafra land. Also, you can go to our official website, www.ipob.org. We are broadcasting right from there. Our voice is being streamed from there every time. Radio Biafra is on 247 in that place, that platform, ipob.org. Many people don't know. Just log into there. Now you go to search, you go and search on. You see Radio Biafra London. They just press on, and you continue hearing our voice. Okuchuku kaina here. Moreover, in the same ipob.org, do not forget to donate, if you may. Because what we are doing, without finance, there is no way it can move forward without financing. Therefore, you can go to donate to IPOB, donate, ipob.org. Now you go to donate. It will give you the directives of donating through PayPal. You support what we are doing, support our ESN is there. You do the needful. It doesn't matter the amount, it's something. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Today is the 17th day of April 2024. A day that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was brought in to the court. Their shenanigan they are calling court proceeding. Since IPOB understood the reality of what they are playing at, we extricated ourselves from anything court, because we don't have any trust in their proceedings. Since they cannot obey their own court order, where somebody was being pronounced discharged and acquitted, and they couldn't obey it. Instead, they are looking for a way or the other. You know, in a same country, once a person is discharged, you don't need any other, you know, you remove that direct. You have to first of all obey the court order. That is how it is done. In a place that respects the rule of law. But unfortunately, Nigeria is not such a place. Nigeria doesn't obey the rule of law. That is why we have looked into it. The leadership have looked into it and seen that there is nothing like rule of obedience to the rule of law through the Nigerian court. Because the judges there, the people there, what they are doing is just window dressing. They are just showcasing. They showcase something, you know, as if it is real. Whereas no obedience to court order. Even police, ordinary police. Court can say something and give order, and police will not even. They say to her, "Oh yeah, now who will implement it? Oh yeah, judge. Oh yeah, now come now. We carry gun. That is Nigeria for you. Come and implement now. Come and carry the person away." That is a zoo. Even is a jungle. Those animals understand what court means, talk less of obedience to court order? No, they don't. They don't. So, that is what we are doing. We are trying to make sure that we remove ourselves from that contraption. Remember the court order, the United Kingdom trying to send migrants or asylum seekers down to Rwanda, and the British court said no. They appealed. They said no, you can't do that. It's against the law, because you are, you know, you are marching on the fundamental human rights of those people. They have to obey. It's a government too. Government, they have to obey. Now what they are doing is negotiation, trying to use now their parliament, lawmakers, in order to make a law that overshadows the ruling. Do you see? That is a government. It doesn't matter what they obeyed first. They obeyed. Because if you don't respect your institutions, which means you are not a country. You are not a responsible country. You have to respect your institution. Respect laws. British government, they have the power in order to start saying to hell with the court or the judge. Because the executive, the British Prime Minister, the executive, they have control over the arms of government, the police, and all whatnot. Scotland Yard, all of them. They can say, okay, they give order. They say, no, we don't. But they dare not try it, because even people will resist. People will come out and say, no, you cannot. You cannot disobey our court. That is how a sane country behaves. Because as a government, you cannot always get it your way. It's not done. You understand? That is why it's organization. It's a structure. But Nigeria, oh yeah, Nigeria, where one person is above the law, is bigger than the law. Then talk less of obeying court order for an Igbo man, a Biafra, talking about Biafra. They say no, to hell with that court. Instead, they will look at that judge and either kill him or destroy the person. I'm telling you, that is what Nigeria is. But remember, Nigeria is a republic, Federal Republic of Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is an insult in this surface of the earth. I am telling you, Nigeria is simply an insult because it is the colonial legacy in Africa that is personified. That is why I will continue talking about the continuous colonial legacy in Africa and what they are doing. They are trying to destroy Biafrans in particular and the indigenous population in general in that contraption called Nigeria, so that everybody, the indigenous population, will become powerless. Okwema anagbara you break all the bones and they become powerless. It's what Nigeria means. They are trying to recreate the type of human beings they want inside there. The type of human beings, zombie-like human beings. And that is what they are achieving through Nigeria, through the continuous existence of Nigeria. Are you hearing me? But we continue resisting. That is why we need to get out of that place. We need to get out of that place. Nigeria is the graveyard of Biafrans, for your information. So, before I go into the subject matter, I want to read just one news headline. Just one news headline. Just hold on. I will just be right back. I will be right back. Just 1 minute. I will be right back. Please, do not go away. I'll be there. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mars Jonathan Chinedi from Alo province of Biafra Land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 17th day of 4th month, being April 2024. I had to take care of something at the background before I continue. Now we must continue. We must move on. Remember to invite your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform to listen to the gospel of the awakening. Here we preach it as it is. Therefore, as I was saying, I want to read this news headline, 17th of April 2024. All of us know that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, went to the shenanigan they call court. And in order to, intimidate, because Binta Nyako, she now knew that the people she is dealing with, she has deceived them, that they are brainless, Kano family. Hey, Chineke, say George threatens to adjourn Kano's trial indefinitely. Are you hearing me? It's today's news after the court. Let me read it a bit. Fighting for freedom to liberate Igbo people. Many things are involved because many of our people have a kind of mentality. I don't blame Napoleon Bonaparte of France in the 18th century. I don't blame him at all for during the revolution for clearing France. Napoleon Bonaparte of France. You see how they clear a canal, and a canal that is littered, blocked. Napoleon Bonaparte, because before that time, if you come to France, hey, everybody, every religion was on their own, doing their own thing. Everybody is behaving as he wants. Everybody knows it all. When the revolution came in, hey, Napoleon Bonaparte was the product of revolution. He was nothing before the revolution. Because normally, a successful revolution brings out somebody. Nobody hates a revolution in the first place. It is in a genuine Republican revolution, it is always, somebody will come up as a product. Napoleon Bonaparte of France, Gousanchia. All people that he killed, French people. Ndo koprishi na uzo. Ndia mapro, ndia mara hanga kanka. Both ndina kwa God of men or men of God that are making their own law, collecting their own money, their own, living lives of both ndi kings that we are ripping the people off with impunity. He killed hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of French citizens. That's why you have France today as a civilized nation. You know why I always give an example with France? Because France is, one of the main European countries that did away outright, that killed their kings. Are you hearing me? It's a republic. I'm giving you example of what republics look like. They turned France from monarchy, feudal to monarchy, monarchy to public property, people's property. That is republic. But compare it to Nigeria now. Just compare it. Ordinary court order. Nigeria government said no. Because they have the guns. The executive have the guns. They tell you the lawyers, I mean the judges, they can pronounce anything, it no concern them. And it is, you are holding a passport written Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you say you are an intellectual. No, you have a PhD. You have any real intellectual that calls himself a Nigerian should destroy his passport, because it's far from, even monarchy is far more better than Nigeria system. I am telling you, if it is a kingdom of Nigeria, maybe at least you can say, okay, kings and queens are more powerful. That is the executive. They are more than the law. They can give order, and the law, the constitution doesn't do nothing to them, because to their pronouncements, because they are above the law. Just like in the United Kingdom, though they reduce the power of the monarchy, but they are themselves above the law, which is not applicable to the prime minister. Do you see the difference? United Kingdom is a kingdom, it's a monarchy, where the monarch is above the law. King Charles today cannot carry car and be overspeeding maybe a place of 80 kilometers per hour. He will be driving 120 kilometers per hour, and they will catch him, give him this thing, ticket. It's impossible. It's above the law. Once he bring down his head and say, "Oh, king, sorry," he go, because it's above the law. It's above the British law. That is monarchy. Some people are above the law. Republic is public property. Everybody is, so both the government is acting under the constitution. Are you hearing me? That's why Macron can be slapped and no problem. Yes, the person could be arrested. That is the law. And if Macron wants, he will press charges. If the person is found guilty, we maybe pay fine or go to jail. They will tell you, "Oga, press charge. You are the president, but press charges if you want." So that he hire a lawyer, and you yourself, you hire a lawyer as a citizen. But you cannot do it to a king. For example, King Charles. Somebody come and slap him. They have the right to disappear you, because the person you slapped is above the United Kingdom law. Are you now understanding it? Are you now seeing the difference? The person that slapped him could be shot and killed, because say you slapped our queen, our king. Is above the law. So there is no law that which means slapping somebody above the law, you are dead already. You don't need to go court. They will ask him, "Oga, you want us to kill him now, or to use him do pepper soup? Which one? Tell us." His pronouncement is only what matters. But in the case of France, it's not like that. Macron have no say. Somebody that slaps him, he cannot pronounce and say, "Please shoot him." No police will do that. They say, "Oga, this is not you're overstepping your authority. You don't have the right to tell me to shoot him." But in the case of King Charles, if somebody slaps him, he can tell the policeman, "Shoot him," and the person will immediately cock gun and shoot him. I'm just giving you an example between a republic and a monarchy. But Britain, they are into this their system. It is their system. It doesn't matter. They modified it, to their liking. It's natural evolution. They innovated it. But they don't, and they are still going on it. But they don't want us to be on our own natural way. They don't want us to modify our lives and live the life we're supposed to live naturally. Instead, they are tutoring us. You must be in Nigeria. Your difference is your diversity is your strength. Under gunpoint, they say you must be there. Do you see the difference? Do you see that they regard every Nigerian as a lower human being? Do you know that? Are you hearing me? That's why they will have audacity in order to even presidential election is Britain that will come and give results. First, British High Commissioner will first of all publish their result. who win, who they want to win, or if they never congratulated the president, nothing. No. And every Nigerian presidential candidate must go to London in order to submit to them. So how do you think that you are equal? What we preach here is for you to reason. That brain, that frontal lobe you are hanging inside you as a brain, is not for fancy. Use it to reason. Now, they are threatening because Bintan Nyako, this is the first time he's threatening. He is threatening to adjourn Kano's trial indefinitely because he have deceived them. He has a promise. He gave them fake promise. Takia. I think Takia. That is diplomacy. Are you hearing me? He told the lawyer Jimako and the Kano brother, say, look, you know who is blocking me from giving Mazen Nnamdi Kano bail or from releasing him? Is this lawyer Ozekome? Because he felt threatened, he felt intimidated by people like Ozekome, Ejiofo. Anytime they're in court, because he cannot get it her own way. These are people that even are more than him, notwithstanding that he's politically appointed as a political appointment, that he is there as a judge. They know more than her by far. A corner Kano family say, look, you want me to release your brother? Say yes. Get rid of these people. Make sure that you put, if at least return. You don't need no son in this case. I think you had it from Mazichina Sawuru. You don't need the son, senior advocate of Nigeria. All they say, no, you don't need it. This is a small thing for me now. Remove these people. Once you remove them, now I will just write, as you are removing them, write application for bail, and immediately the next court I will release him on bail. That's the only thing. And the the worst thing, the mommy, the Hana Pozia, mommy Binta. Hana Poyo. What I'm saying, you think that I will invent? Mazichina Sanwo cannot invent now. It's the reality. Ha Kloya ha mommy ekosha. Ekoma. He won't in the Yoruba nation ekele. Ha kele is here even kandi Yoruba. Pori yeshina la ekoma. Ha potassium na social media. Dotro bawanda eko na ba. Saki you this, yes, ha ga toro mazi onye ndu towara uri ashi niile no n'ụwa. Deceive nwoke mmadụ. Oruzie the other time abịara the next court date. Due to ashi niile atọrọ son of man Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ya gazie na onye ọbụla n'aka. Hey Chineke. The leader of more than 70 million people. Gazie na ya na onye anaka mandina ma mojo ma mmadụ na ka man ajuzie. No, don't touch me. Ha me ya akaja. Lay the thing. Hey Chineke sinna. These people are ha actually made me this struggle. Ha actually discourage many people. But they will not. They can't. Look at today. Justice Bintan Nyako of the Federal High Court, I'm reading from today's news, The Punch, has threatened to adjourn sine die, that is indefinitely. Forget about all these, if they add Spanish, they add sine die, sine die, the trial of the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Do you hear they say the trial of Kanu family brother? You people, are you hearing? But it's a pity that due to greed, the Kanu siblings are now trying to relegate our Iroko leader into a family toy. Hey, nah, greed at home. All these things are making me to understand how black man fell and became nonsense today. I am telling you. I think somebody was threatening, saying that, look, Africans, which man is that? It's an American, I've forgotten. East African needs to be recolonized. They can, whether it's the chairman of Blackwater, I think. That they just go there and recolonize Africa because they don't have economy, they don't know nothing, they don't. Now, this struggle is making me to understand the things. Greed can destroy a country. Greed. And that is what is destroying. Black race. Greed. Greed. Gluttony. Or form of for him just to be in power, for him to be rich, to be wealthy, he doesn't care for that. He can use it. That greed, primitive greed, can make him, he don't consider tomorrow. He will destroy, you know. They don't consider tomorrow. They don't consider the implication of what they are doing in a wider level. What directs them, what pushes them is that greed. How is it that primitive greed and hatred they have on the leadership of IPOB? I think Mazi Chinasanwodu said it last Saturday. If you see Kananta or his brother, please ask him, what did the leadership of this struggle do to you? Don't do not quarrel. Just cool down and tell me. No, they do. No. It's an insult to talk their name in it, because that is what I can. It's an insult to talk their name in my. It's an insult. Otherwise, I'll kill you. Say, oh God, sorry. Just calm down. Breathe in. Kumendo. Sorry. We need to talk. Just cool down. Wakenem in here the leadership of IPOB Menegi. Beacon. Just tell me. You see that they don't have nothing, no argument, nothing. Somebody, you have the way you get somebody that doesn't have argument is either he start ranting or he start a problem. That's it. He start ranting, he don't want you to talk, he don't want to hear, so that you people will, all of you will vex and go in pieces and say, okay, ya mama, ya papa, ya that one. Nobody understand nothing. That's why, and it's the same thing with religious people. That's one thing I see. They never argue. They never debate. Just let one name, let us debate so that we learn. Maybe there are things I'm not getting, but I want to let us debate, bring your point so that I learn from you. It doesn't matter what you tell them in a brotherly manner. And genuinely, because sometimes you have to look yourself. Am I really? Sometimes on the memo, are you sure that I'm really getting it right, or am I the mad person? Let me know. That's why I like engaging with people, so that even people with opposite views. For me to understand, to know whether Omo was I don't know. But when the person will be talking, making, you see that even it's not making no sense. So that is one thing also I see in the religious people. They don't debate. Believe what you believe. That thing I believe here is okay. Before because they want to provoke you, so that on Obasha, they don't know argument. The book of Bible say, the book of Corinthians, and the God make I talk now. Wait, no. What would you? And that is what they need, so that you don't ever approach them again tomorrow. It's a strategy, and it's a weakness. It's weakness. It's not. It's weakness. Any person that cannot argue or debate. Don't you see during Nigeria presidential elections or presidential campaigns, like the last one, many of them, they say, okay, they organize a presidential debate to tell your electorate, people that wants to vote for you, why do you want to be the first, take on the first job in a country? Did Tinubu attend? They ignore, they don't want to, because they don't have no point. Tinubu say it's my time, it's my turn. That is it, finish. No debating, because you know that Nigeria is not the same like other countries. No debate, no argument. You don't want to talk to anybody. Instead, you go to London and talk to people. The people that want to that are put in power, that is the people you are. You don't regard Nigerians as a human beings. So why should they talk to Nigerians? That is it. This is weakness. I see it mostly, mainly on religious people. I used to say it. You know, many times, almost every time, if I come, I say, look, engage me in argument. It's a pity. But no way. There is somebody that if I write something, he will come and start talking, quoting, countering it, anything about religion. I wrote him privately. Say, one, I know he's not even an IPOB member. I know he's an Igbo man because I checked through the profile. I say, one, can we have a brotherly, robust, private debate? I wrote him. You know what he wrote me? He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot even debate. For you, for you to tell me what? Unless you want me to preach the gospel of our Lord Jesus to you, the goodness of Jesus." He wrote to essay that is can we we can talk privately. And now, instead of every time, I don't have time to even write. Many things inside my head, I cannot even write 1,000,000th of it. So, but when we are talking, now I will listen to you very well. Now you talk, I speak. And we make sense because we are all learning. I am not Mr. Know-it-all. You understand? I can learn from you. You understand? He said, no, you cannot even talk to me, to argue with somebody like me. I say, not argument. Just let us symbiotic learning. You learn from me, I learn from you also. We make your point. Let us reason it. Say, no. Otherwise, I say, okay. So you feel that I don't need to even talk to you on your belief system, but you have the audacity to come to my comment section in order to always talk nonsense. Block on the time. Block on generation have block or direct. You understand? So that is one thing. Why am I saying this? If these people, for example, this kind of family, if they are reasonable, you call them, you tell them, look, the leadership of IPOB, that now you are turning a global icon, a global phenomenon that is there because of he is the leader. Vanguard News say he the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. He didn't say a member of Kano family born by Israel Kano. No. Why then are you minimizing our leader? You are making caricature of him. And you want to make caricature of this struggle, but he cannot. Writing open letter to the whole world from Kano family. What will you achieve? Kwanu guruguru ugweze. Gidi gidi. Ugweze. Are you hearing? Writing open letter to the whole world from Kano family. What will you achieve? Kwanu guruguru ugweze. Gidi gidi. Ugweze. Are you hearing? You achieve. Kwanu guruguru ugweze. Gidi gidi. Ugweze. Are you hearing? To dokunelu. Who will nyega meya ihe? Oh, gidi gidi ugweze. That is one thing these people, because they know, but because of their nonsensical greed, they are trying to put our leader in a very tight situation. Very, very tight situation. They want IPOB leadership destroyed. They don't know that IPOB leadership, destroying IPOB leadership means destroying IPOB, which they cannot. So that they will envelop our leader. When people look at the type of people they gather you, giving you different advice, this Biafra issue, southeast, no problem. Before you know it, little by little, I'm not happy without you knowing. Just bargain, sign all that thing. Now when there is a type of trick Nigerian politicians use. Let me put it in this way. The caliphate, because all these Nigerian politicians of Igbo abstraction, they are agents of the caliphate. They will be simplifying things for you. Now, the most important thing is now you can now put everything right. No person so he gemel hapukene ima iheji go here Biafra. There is no way Biafra just way. Nigerian government is no way he when he can sign Kennedy's paper. Just now we potassium and under handcuff. They will simplify everything for you. I make you, the road will become very simple. Just sign. But immediately you are signing this. Hey man, now one point hapu osisi aka akpara ya now. Oh, fatal mistake. That time can ga potassium in their color. Potassium be make noise this and that. Ha reveal you ihe that time was all IPOB members got choisi direct. That is what this kind of family is trying to do. Because they believe that IPOB would their big brother's investment for the family investment. Something they cannot think about. Their big brothers so far, but this thing says that is the way they are looking at it. Now they are talking about that. No, he said Justice Bintanyako wants an accelerated hearing to jail Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. So this, before they were saying that Barrister Ejiofor Ozekome, they are very slow. They cannot even get any distance. Everything is slow. Do you see? Do you see how greed can destroy people? You see it? Do you see how greed? And now I want water. You go, yeah, sit don't worry. No, yeah, oyari hanya oji muranya. No, I will never sleep. See here, yeah, say no. I must eat it. Yeah, what do you get me? Nothing mega. Yari haya. Yeah, they don't know gawa de hazima. Because look at people that a lawyer is not prepared. Is a lawyer that wants so his mentality is just apply for bail and it ends there. You don't know that application for bail hearing is part of the trial. Trial. It's even you want the trial to go on. Because application for bail is two ways. It could be rejected. It could also be accepted. But the trial will continue. Bail is your client is being bailed, which means he's no more inside the the court. The jail. He is conditionally free to be coming to court from outside, which means the court will continue. Why then is it now that he understood as a lawyer that, oh, there is no fair hearing? The whole AC and the whole walls in DSS is wired. Something IPOB have been shouting right from day one. They say, no, Sabi is only, they insult Ozekome, insult everybody. Now, they have jammed brick wall. They want to envelope our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and push him into begging. You know, once the Nigerian government, they know your psychological, your psyche. If they see that you are desperate of coming out, you want to come out by all means. Now, I am telling you, they will give you condition. Now, sign now. Don't you hear the Yoruba man, caricaturing with a Kano family, writing governors? He told them that, look, he said on national television, that look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know what to do, sign the deal, and tomorrow you walk out free. This is how they have messed up everything. How they have, now they are coming back to the, the original situation, the original position of IPOB. Oh, it's now, since 3 years, it's now they know that there is no justice. After we got discharged and acquitted from our appeal court, we say, let us stay here. It's here we stay. Nothing more. We now, because this is a political issue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there as is a political issue. Forget about this court, this and that. It's a political issue. Our activism is what we force the Nigerian government to negotiate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same way the activism of ANC in the 60s, 70s, 80s, the serious activism of ANC population in South Africa, that was what made the apartheid regime in order to do what? To negotiate with Mandela. Say, okay, you see what your people are, can you, okay, that is the only thing, nothing more. If you now continue, look at how Bintanyako is threatening now. Because he knows, she knows that she has the upper hand on the mentality of everything. Even of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean the family. He is on the top. He has as long as he has given them condition and they complied, now he can continue. He can give them and with this threat now, he wants them to continue to come at the back and start begging. And once you start begging, they will give you condition, and that condition is not good. It will not be good for IPOB, because that is the situation they want you to be. Don't you see Igbo politicians? Where is Igbo presidency 2023? Sometimes now with that. Since begging. Oh, we are begging. Do you know why even Peter Obi had the audacity to come out? Because of the activism of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. That is why even he was given that chance, opportunity, even to come out openly. Before, do you see Igbo man to be how many times more was candidate? Did any person count whether his vote? Tell me. That is the situation they want you to be. But because of the activities of IPOB, that is what brought out Peter Obi. Don't you know that? That is what brought out Peter Obi. Because Britain wants it to use it to destroy IPOB, to appease Igbo people, Biafrans, and say, okay, look at your man, to destroy IPOB. But they couldn't. Since begging, you can never get any political success through begging. It is impossible. You have to play your card. You have to continue activism and playing your card. in a direct way. Since Igbos have been begging, no, give us a president, give us a president. Okay, prove that you love Igbo by giving us a presidency. Have they any time succeeded? The answer is no. Don't you see that our people, every time I'm saying it, Igbo people are zero. Zeush, nada, rien, nothing in politics. Political thinking, they don't know nothing. That is the situation, the very tight situation they want to push our leader because of greed. Are you hearing me? You cannot get anything good through begging. You can never get anything good through begging. What he can wait from begging? Now this beggar beg. Do you? How many times, if you are coming out from ShopRite, you see beggars? How many? Can you carry carry big car, your big car, and give to a beggar? Can you carry your big car? The car you are driving, carry one car, or say, oh yeah, you dash a beggar. Oh, you are begging. Oh, baby, and like you just carry. No, you will give him something that is good for a beggar. Are you hearing me? But an armed robber is armed. If he show you gun, even now you will be begging him. Say, I beg, this my car. They take the whole money, take and go. Now you see your bruise happen. Do you see the difference? Activism. Is it not what we solicited? But their greed don't allow them. They want to be in charge. Do you think that you can impose yourself on Igbos? Just kai working in one is you. Now it's on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu because he convinced us beyond reasonable doubt. And we made the researches and saw that what he was saying is reality. Our situation in Nigeria is not good. And many other things, start opening our eyes in different ways. And we say, yes, this man, he has something upstairs. Do you see? But reference will just come. I'm your leader. I don't know whether they will lead who will they lead? Who? Is it not somebody that no road will lead? Oh, onye kurishi, yabia ne lead. I don't know. I say at the beginning. I used to say this all the time. I continue saying it. At the beginning of the rendition of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Kanonta will come on air on Radio Biafra. One, you know, now you want to use tune of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. I called privately. I called there is people responsible. Even I called the person hosting him. Say, Mazi, don't you see that this thing, this hosting, what is he? Is he a leader or is he our leader or what? No, I don't have any option now. I start bringing this thing up. Say, oh, to this man, or who's here, the new leader, maybe. After every time, through the same person, I started internally rising up because I woke up. You know, many of us are not people you can just overhead like that or no, control like that. It's impossible. See, no, this is not. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. So, what am I trying to say? They want to envelope Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, put Oya in a sorry situation whereby there is no more option. You know, there will be no more option than to sign and say, okay, because you know, I say, okay, don't worry, I can name the thing, you know, as usual now. Biafra, name ya Biafra, maybe after how we say, okay, we bring you into confinement, safe house, that is house arrest. I quite know here now what? Gone are the days when onye potaya anandi Igbo. The generation now, anya anuzia na anya imepe this year 360 degrees now watch. No person can treat us like a masob. Owazirike used the blood of people, the blood of Igbo youths that believe in Biafra, because many of them believe that once you talk about Biafra, hey, people will follow you, don't worry. That is what Ekperima is counting on. Are you hearing me? It's no more now. It's no more now. Otherwise, in here to Mahatma Gandhi gemekwe, because the generation now is different. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu build up. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself say that Biafra IPOB is indestructible. Do you think he built an ideology in us? If you are going, try to divert that or going against that ideology, you go down. Direct. We don't care who you are. Are you hearing me? We must continue what we are doing. Binta Nyako has called, he has given them 2-0. Now he's threatening them. Something she never do before. Because you know that she's on top. The leader of Indigenous People of Biafra. They threaten her. Oh God. We must continue what we are doing. We must continue. So let me just read a bit the news. Nyako said she will commence the trial when the defense was ready. Now they want to quick a trial. I mean, Ejimako, because they were criticizing Zekome. That everything was slow. So now they want to quick a trial for them. They say no, we are not ready. No. Do these people make sense at all? I don't know. But there is no way, no person can use us. Instead, so that's why I put on my platform. This is the time for every Biafra, because we have a core stake in this struggle in Biafra. So no person will come and use now. What is another thing? I want a Nigerian politician. It can never happen. It can never happen. Masob was recommended due to a group of local champions. That's the thing. Onozie on top. He used money. People near him has support. It can never happen. In IPOB, we are people in this struggle, man. Different who go wars on different countries, made different things. What desert, what bushy road, bam mini bam. Guess okay, you get go abachambanan is impossible. Yaga mezi I thought no Biafra land. Ya uruzie a killer zone. Ya uruzie a place. Onye nure bono ya mezi here. Ya grozie alageji elia. You just everyone grozie a piece of land where you be buried. Finish. No more. Because we cannot accept anything other than the restoration of Biafra. That is it. So Hana goto here, Hana goto. I na watch. Let them continue goto. Hana goto. I know. You think that you can use blackmail and get something through blackmail and you'll be enjoying it? No. Our leader remains the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, not a kind of family leader. No. People have died and continue dying. So we cannot settle for less. It's impossible. We can never settle for less. Therefore, we must continue. Binta Nyako she is happy, laughing. That no going there. But IPOB, I know now. We continue watching. Therefore, as I said, I want to talk on the continuous colonial legacy. I will continue on this. Destruction of indigenous population through colonization. Through colonization. That is what is going on. Now, it is the British policy to destroy the indigenous peoples in Nigeria, mostly Biafrans. Their policy is to recreate them to their taste. That is what is going on. To recreate the people that they forcefully join together. They have a plan to recreate them to their taste. In the same way they recreated slaves that were taken to Americas and Europe. They first of all humiliated them. They first of all gave them tattoo. You see the way they tattoo animals. They will put iron and fire and use it to burn your skin. You feel humiliated. They don't have any difference between man and woman, male and female, everybody naked. You feel naked. You feel both physically and internally naked and vulnerable and hopeless. Now they change your name. That is, they recreated the slaves the way they want them. So that they manipulate. First of all, you don't know where you come from again. Because they have changed your name to Toby. Kunta Kinte becomes known as Toby. Different, so you don't have anything again that covers you. You don't have nothing that covers you. Now you become vulnerable and become docile, pliable by your handler. Now they give you a religion that will become your standard for uprightness, because before you were a savage and you feel that like that. I don't know whether people are understanding what I'm saying. That is the continuous colonial legacy. So that when it comes to God, when you talk about God, you see Bible say, Bible say to prove that before that Bible you are nothing. You are a savage. Are you hearing me? All these are continuous colonial legacy to create you the type of human being they want you to be. So that when you are we talk about your ancestors, they say no, don't talk, they are evil. That is the type of human being they want you to be. The evil colonizers. That is what they want to do in Nigeria. What they want to do, what they are doing in Nigeria. And they are using the Fulani. You understand? They are using the Fulani. The Fulani think that, they always find willing tools. They all remember, first of all, how did the Fulani arrive at this stage? How did they arrive at this stage of being in control of over 98% of Nigerians? How? The same thing they will use others. Once they use, they use others. Once they use them, they make you believe that they are doing collective interests. We the not. Remember, we the not. Now, from that collective statement, they now brought the whole tribes in the north into one fold and now use them. When you have them, they say, no, it's not about Fulani. We are fighting for the north, our region. Now, when they use them to fight the Igbos, after they will be killing them one after the other, taking them down. Gideon or them. They will formulate it. Oh, they plan the coup. They formulate one thing and be taking them down one after the other. Today they are using the Fulani terrorists to clear all other indigenous populations in the north. That is how it was. But it is the same people they use. So what am I saying? The Britain is using the Fulani in order to do their dirty job. And they are, when they come, they say, Allah Akbar. You say, Islamization. There is another tactics. Once other Muslims hear that, these people are Muslims, they are trying to convert the infidels. Igbos, the infidels. Now they will help the Fulani. They have multifaceted ways. Different ways. They will join them, say, no, they are our Muslim brother. Oh, let us convert the Igbo brother, even to Igbo infidels, to kill them. Now they don't know that they are doing it. They are using that religious sentiment in order to get their support. That is what you call katakia, isn't it? So what am I trying to say? All this is for Britain to use Fulani, do their agenda, and after they now deal with them, put them in the position they're supposed to be. Are you hearing me? If the British or the Europeans so much love Fulanese, they would have turned even Niger Republic into a heaven, developed heaven. Don't you think that? But in Nigeria, they are their weapons, tools, weapons of service. But if they so much love the Fulanese, there are many Fulanese in Niger Republic, but there, Britain, Europeans, we are Americans of the West. They were looting their uranium, giving them 0.0001% in return. And they are happy to call them one of the poorest countries of this world. But in Nigeria, they are using them as if they love them. Oh, they give them arms, they push them, push the agenda. Oh yeah, become going. Because they want to use them against a people. And this is Biafrans. And mostly Biafrans, plus other indigenous population in Nigeria. Are you hearing? Do you see their tactics? But the Fulani, they don't know that they are using them. Instead, they believe that, it's Allah that is helping them to conquer. No. Your Allah is Britain, the Europeans. That is your Allah. They are helping you. Are you hearing me? So that is how the world is. Because they are trying to create a people, recreate a people of their choice, the way they want their taste. So that without giving you, bringing aid, you'll be dying of hunger. Without, we depend on them completely for survival. And now they will come as saviors. Africans, after all, we refer to whites as saviors now. Is it not white Jesus? It's white Jesus now. So, saviors already. That is very, very pathetic. Are you hearing me? So, it is the British policy to destroy the indigenous peoples in Nigeria, mostly Biafrans. Their policy is to create them to their taste, to recreate them to their taste. They are doing this through killing and the sacking of indigenous communities and taking over their land, destruction of farms by the Fulani headsmen, causing artificial famine, and thereby facilitating the Big Gate project in Nigeria. Have you forgotten Big Gate project? Have you forgotten? I will replay some part of it today. Now, I want you to listen. What is going on in our land? I want you to listen. I want you to listen to what is going on. Just hold on, listen to this report, to this clip. Okay, hold on. This is a special report from Owerri. Amako Hubi, Owerri. Just listen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I remember as I'm watching graduating from Owerri, Imo State, Biafra land. Please, there is an emergency report right now at Amako Hubi. Amako Hubi is getting severely kidnapping from the herdsmen, torture, killing, raping, all manners of different cases, daily basis. From the four corners of the four villages at that area, from our intel there, it was bad because our mothers and our fathers cannot go to their farmland successfully and come back without no problem.
Are you hearing? These are Fulani that are being brought by Hope Uzodinma. Are you hearing me? They are raping our people. You know what? Our mothers. Causing havoc, destroying the farmland. Do you think that this is just a coincidence? What has been happening is just a coincidence? It's a policy, it's a program. There is a grand plan, a grand conspiracy. Mazi Chinasamoru said on Saturday that it is a policy. After the war, Britain, through the Nigerian government, made it as a policy that they will destroy every infrastructure, everything that will make Biafrans, to go back and be food sufficient. That they will make sure that no farm will depend on outsiders for our food. It is a grand conspiracy. Are you hearing me? That is why when they saw that all this thing, despite the lack of federal infrastructure in our land, with our Ibambo, they saw that we are building civilizations, that we are advancing through our own efforts, despite no seaports, despite the economic strangulation, despite nothing, no road, despite imposing their cronies on us as political elites, despite encouraging our governors to loot the allocations that they were given to the states. Don't you know that? The federal government always encourage the governors to loot the states. They give them leeway. No problem. We are behind you. No wahala. Any governor in our land you see working is doing so with his own, personal decision, refusing orders from the caliphate. That is what I'm telling you today. Somebody like Oti, he is doing it against the will of the caliphate. Are you hearing me? Otherwise, that is why you see Obiano. After looting everything, once you finish looting, now they will still use their agent EFCC to stop you and bring you to the fold and do account and check. You drop the ones that is remaining for them. Now they leave you. You go your way. That is the policy in our land. Do you think that they brought a Hope Uzodinma just for nothing? From fourth position, first in history. Don't you think that he has a mission to accomplish? That is why greed, I continue saying it, greed destroys a people. One person's greed can destroy a whole race. Imagine that Hope Uzodinma is a good person. For example, he's not greedy. They've been approached to do the biddings of the caliphate. That they will put him, don't worry, now we have power now, we will support you, we will put you there. Who will say no? If he's somebody that loves his people, he will politely tell the caliphate and say, don't worry, I need this, please. Don't worry, I will try. Because if I do, no matter, you can do it. He will people. How we think about it, but greed allows him. That is why about the Kano family, the greed in them. They don't care about destruction, about lives. They don't care. You know, they don't care. Wayo, Mago. There will be conditions and strings attached. You must accomplish. That is why, from our leader, telling you, they will give very much. Maybe imagine I'm the kind of desperate to go out. You not be desperate. Just remove sentence. The light in front today, you know that pass. May is no it consequences can be taken. You can tomorrow without information, or you prepare, or you go and put you in the war, because that is what you signed for. Me, everything. I want to die now. Me, I'm because it. That is why you know stop you under condition. We are arranging this movement. He that he will say when that are you hearing me? This is a Canos one. So what those are the man of colonization for a reason, because he came there not election. They gave him what to accomplish, what to accomplish, and he accepted. That's why if you get any by begging, oh, you are gone. You are gone. So this is what the gift of hope was of him. Colonization. Have you forgotten how Ojo Zokalo brought He posted about, ndị Igbo ihe na-eboast bụ ihe ọjọọ. Not he's the Ruga. It doesn't matter what you call it, it's Ruga. That he brought Ruga in Igbo land. And after, you see what is happening in Logba. If it was not dislodged. After some decades, you start seeing what you brought. In Maina, Ndibo, Amazim, I now support in your jaw. Anakriyaka, Obuteruga. Somebody cannot tell it in his face, say, oh God, what you brought is death to our land. And that is what all these people are trying to do again in this generation. Because of their political interest. Petamba is there. I'll come to that. So, this is the report of what is happening. Let me finish playing it.
From Ondegu, Amako Hubi, the whole 4 villages at Amako Hubi is totally sieged by Fulani herdsmen. They are there rearing their cow, destroying the crops, everything that our fathers planted in their farmyard. They have consulted the police cannot do anything. They have consulted the military cannot do anything. Not that they are equipping them with AK-47 and other things to make sure that they destroy everything that we crops, everything that we plant in our farmland. It's totally unacceptable.
Do you see it? They are equipping them. The police is with them. Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out. I posted it. Where the Nigerian police and military. It's what we knew right from time. But we always bring proof. Let me bring it out. Listen.
Dear friends, if your money. Tata bụ mkpụrụ ụbọchị 14 bụ 14th of April 2024 ka ndị Nigerian gọọmenti bịakwutere anyị n'ebe anyị nọ na bush anyị na-achụ ndị Fulanis wee na-agba anyị GPMG. Ife a bụ mgbe nke ha gbara agba and the tear gas ka bụ 2 pieces I picked n'ala nke agbara agba. Ọkwanye ka nsika update unu ụmụ Biafra. Ndewo.
Do you see? They are fighting the ESN. Nigerian military is fighting the ESN that is trying to sanitize our farms, our forests of killer headsmen. All these things, don't you see that there is an agenda that they want to achieve? Don't you think so? Immediately ESN was formed. It is that time the governors of Southeast were activated by their master. In order to say, what are you people doing? They activated and formed a Bubago. Something that was, have you ever seen where a Bubago boasted and say and showcase, they have killed or captured the killer Fulani headsmen? Have you ever seen that? Amoteku, you in Yoruba land, several times they dislodge Fulani headsmen. They show it on video. They show it on photos. They capture, they arrest, they kill Fulani headsmen in their land. But have you ever seen a Bubago one day say, we have captured the Bubago, Fulani headsmen that have been terrorizing our land? No. Have you ever seen them? Have you ever had it? It never exists. Instead, they continue killing our people. Now you ask yourself, why is it so? Because Nigerian government created it, for a purpose. They don't want, Britain don't want that their plan of recreating a people, They don't want that plan to do what? To fail, to be interrupted. They don't want it. That's why any slightest thing they always use Igbo politicians. And these people, they don't care about the repercussions of what they are doing to the people. No. What matters to them is their political posts and what they can get. Nothing more. Do you see the problem we are having? Do you see that our brains need to be sanitized? Do you see? Do you see when we try to say, okay, let us sanitize our brain? Do you see that it is the right thing to be done? Because that primitive way of behavior, that primitive wickedness is, you know what is primitive wickedness? Let me tell you. Human beings are wicked in nature, but there is bad wickedness. In European countries, you see that they first of all they pronounce to you that there is no discrimination in the surface. All men are equal, yes, but institutionally, they profess one type of what do you call it? Political discrimination. Political discrimination or the other, or let me call it diplomatic discrimination. Very polite, you will not understand, but institutionally it is happening. That is wickedness, but it's not evil. For your information, because they are protecting their own race. It is called self-preservation, so that they continue being on top. That wicked, primitive wickedness is this: when you are fighting against your brother for the interest of a foreigner. Don't you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear me at all? Do you now understand it? That primitivity is when you are fighting against your brother or the interest of your brother, your people, in order to favor foreigners. That is what brought us black people where we are today. Don't you know that? The slave trading, transatlantic slavery. The Europeans came and cornered the people, cornered some people, and made them wealthy, using them in order to catch their own brothers and sisters to sell. And most of those people they made wealthy, they cornered. They were first of all Christianized. Are you hearing me? This is a historical fact. When you read this something Agogo, is it Letitia Agogo that confessed about his great grandfather was from Enugu, that was a slave dealer, very rich. She was saying that they are now seeing the repercussion because they don't live long. They are very rich, but they don't live long. So you have to try to find out what is the problem in their family. Very big family. And he now find out that his great-great-grandfather was a slave dealer, but very rich. He combined with the Europeans, with British, to deal with his brothers. They gave him, IPOB. They gave him protection. And even he possessed slaves. But do you know what? One funny thing. He is the founder of Anglican Church in their community till today. Oh, Chineke, that's why I'm not holding an argument. Didn't I say believe what you believe? Oh, okay, this thing. Break this thing. That man, their great grandfather is historical fact. So what happened? He was the first to convert to Christianity. So the first saboteur, they now use him against their brothers. in one Enugu community. I have preached this here on Radio Biafra. Because once they Christianize you that time, now they turn you against your people. You start seeing your people as unbelievers, as infidels, as people, as savages. Anything concerning your tradition becomes evil. So, if anything they tell you to do, you do. And they give you leverage, make money. If they bring mirror, you will be the distributor. Are you hearing me? So now he joined the white people, the British. They gave him arms, gave him soldiers to start. Any person that they mess up with brutality against his own people. That is primitive wickedness. You know, I call it primitive wickedness. There is good wickedness, so where you save your brother, even if you do injustice against a foreigner, it doesn't matter. To favor your brother. That is why once you see what Fulanis are doing. Oh, kwa interest ha can protest or can protect well. Hana bush other people. Hana choka han on top as a people, not as one person. No. And once they are fighting for collective interest, sacrificing individuals, their own individuals, it doesn't matter. Now you see all of them, they will be growing. That is civilization. No? Oh well, here na sekwa ndị egbuwe na yo ndị kwa their interest ka ha na protect their collectivity, their collective interest, so they are not individualistic. Oh yeah, kwa civilization. No? But you that is fighting against your brother, you take a contract from foreigners to fight against your brother, to kill your brother for foreigners. You are the one evil and primitive. There is primitive evil, primitive wickedness. That is what is worrying many of our people. Even if they want to destroy the whole race for their private interest and that of foreigner that send them, they don't care. That is where many of our people are still. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing what I'm saying? We must continue. So we should be careful. You know, when you see, for example, in parts of Asia, you see some Asians fighting against a black person, hitting him, trying to even wound him. Another Asian will come. He will not even ask, what is the problem? Once you see, oh, this person is a stranger, he enters, start hitting. Oh, why civilized wickedness. Forget it, your emotion. They will conclude that is evil. But in your own, when you see our destiny, maybe your brother fighting against a foreigner, you will come and your brother immediately in the idea, you know, even turn against him. Oh yeah, primitivity. Oh, why you come everywhere. Forget about indigenous diplomacy. Let us is this type of primitive evil and wickedness that makes somebody like Hope Uzodimma to accept being a governor in order to, in a contract he signed with the caliphate. That is primitive wickedness, primitive evil, or the primitive when you are fighting your brother, your people, which means you want to you are going into self-destruction. Are you hearing me? Self-destruction. It is better you promote self-survival, I mean the people, from destruction than that is why even in the Bible, in your Bible you see it. Any person that does anything, the collectivity of the people will be punished. Let me, I'm giving you instance of the Bible. I'm giving you instances from the Bible you are reading. Do you know why God is training them like that? Achan went and stole something, a foreign god. God saw him as an all-knowing, all-seeing God, as you believe. But he didn't kill him. Or he didn't point at him, say, hey, somebody there, oh yeah, it's him, he's Akan. No. He didn't point. He wait. If they went to war, he will, because of one man, he will kill many, thousands of men. They will fall into the war. They will fall to their enemy. Women and children will be killed. And he makes them to start asking, no. To have that self-consciousness. I say, no, what is, this thing is not normal. There is something. They now start asking questions, what is happening to us? And it was revealed to them that there is somebody among you that did something. He didn't even talk to them that this is the person. No. He is training them to know how to find out the culprit, to fight for themselves. Are you hearing me? You know, I say we learn from everything. Are you hearing me? So it is now for them to work hard to fish out that culprit and to punish him. So that tomorrow, if somebody sees somebody doing bad thing, he will bring him out without hiding him. Because he does not, that evil the person does, it will not only affect him, it will affect everybody. Is it not how our land was before? If somebody does bad thing in a village, in our community, they say, Omerala. Somebody will go and collect another person's or shift another person's farmland or sleep with somebody's wife. They didn't say Omero that person. No, he said Omerala, and Allah connects us all. That has been our value, our root, our tradition, our culture, so that we'll be on the lookout for each and every one of ourselves. But the Europeans came and severed that thing. They said, no, you have to give account of yourself only. So that we now go into selfishness. We no more look about, we no more talk about the land that Allah connect us. No. Once you sin, you have to confess and you are saved. Don't worry about anything. No. No. Onye woge. Asigi Allah wogene ono ihe ojo se fe ku no merara Allah wogene. Allah wa ihe ojo. Do you see how they destroyed us? Before any person, if you do something against your brother or your sister, because they don't see you as doing something against that person only, but against the entirety of the community. That is our tradition, isn't it? Today, all these things are gone. They will tell you, no, once you believe, everything is forgiven. All things are new. They smartly carved out the whole thing to made it easy for us. Very easy. Believe, confess, and you are saved. Any other person, both the person you killed the children, both the person you rendered as orphan, no, as God has forgiven you, who is man? That is the mantra, the very evil mentality that is prevailing in our land. Is it not this thing we are talking about? People now say, no, I'm not taking us confusion. Sometimes I'm saying, no. The mental is far. It's not something that will be solved now. Okay, generational something. Whereas you are that the Jew have prayed for you, your sins are forgiven, so you're okay. Allah na abuan ono na achufu ishi aye I na try be we don't know. As a people, as a community, as a race, we must be on the lookout for each other. Because the evil you committed against your brother is not against that person individually only, but against the entirety of the land. Even you don't even learn from the Bible. When you don't even understand nothing. You don't even follow it. You don't understand it. The way you are being trained. You are being trained to cram, to remember, not to think. Here we make you to think as a human being. Are you hearing me? So now you see the report from Owerri, the same Fulani. That is destruction of the entirety of the whole indigenous population in Nigeria. Biafrans mostly. You see how they are doing it tactically? The other day I talked about indigenous people, that there is a grand conspiracy against indigenous people in this world, because out of 8 billion human beings that are living in this planet Earth now, only between 250 million to 500 million indigenous people still exist in their land. Don't you think that there is a conspiracy? They don't want the people to be attached to their ancestral land, because there are laws, there are things that connect you. They want to destroy all these things, so that they create, the world power creates another type of human beings that are mixed up, that they can be able to control. Are you hearing me? That is what is happening. Now, there is also this news about there is one Benue community. Benue community protests block major road after gunmen killed 26 residents. It's part of the program, part of the conspiracy against the indigenous people, part of the colonization, part of the continuous colonial legacy that Britain brought and put to recreate every indigenous people, that we must be who they want us to be. That is what is happening. Now let me read it. This is today's news, April 17, 2024. Indigenes and residents of the Gwa West local government area of Benue State trooped out on Wednesday and blocked the Makode Naka Road to protest killings by armed headsmen. Armed headsmen. Now it is new normal since 2015 for people to be slaughtered by Fulani headsmen. It is normal thing. You talk, no, you cry, Fulani headsmen, they say, now normal thing now. Why you go that side? Now you don't know that Fulani headsmen, they can kill you. It become normal thing. Do you see how they are creating the type of human beings they want in Nigeria? For you to take the Fulani killings, headsmen killings as normal. But once they talk about Igbo, they are domineering. I beg, instead of Igbos to go, Biafra to go, let Fulani continue killing. Don't you see that there is something, it's a program, it's a policy, it's a conspiracy? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? The protesters who took to the road accused the state government of not implementing the anti-open grazing law. About 26 people in 3 communities were killed in the council area by bandits suspected to be headsmen. The same people everywhere. You just less than 2% of the whole population are destroying lives. Don't you ask yourself, how are they on top? How are they achieving this? Because of the primitive greed in the indigenous people. They will take somebody, pump him, bloat him larger than life, make him wealthy, and now use him. How, Chineke? The local government area chairman, Henry Agba, has informed the Punch that the attack, which commenced on Saturday, lasted till Monday, leading to the death of 26 people, including 6 personnel of Benue State Community volunteer guards and livestock guards. It started last day and ended in Monday. Still going on in Monday. In a country that has police that are boasting of Tucano jet, I'll bomb you, but nothing. Because they people of ASN farms projects. What they go every time this and You know, they are taking everybody in the now they by one down. Those no restoration of free indigenous people. Britain is a option of are fighting to as they the Kano. They they are making sure even you know it. They another person to be the project of that is British project. You think that suffering that a global to a family, Kano family, war is or what the on the institution for your people, they are them to lead the blind to very 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 bad indeed. The this the background, please. We must please. There is a by Britain on us in they want us to be. You accept that? Biafra now community, they said, or just indigenous, stand up. They gather. That is the other day. Nice. The one of the that on the Shando. I think I've said it. Anglican and profited. Problem accepted it. They say not accepted Christianity. No. And immediately I say, you know, both supposed to fight about our people being primitive. You don't understand. You don't. If you know, you fight it. That's the problem, brother. You are killing it. Kill each others and settle. Will you understand? We come when you to fight against, subdue that the foreign is common sense. Therefore, if you are foreigner come to use bread, you'll be fighting with your wife. You people will do as after talking with them. The now problem are gone. Understand? 2018. Me, listener. I mean, cabinet member, administration. He said, giving is here at time. He said it. Femi Adesina is a Yoruba person, and he's a pastor. Oh, Chineke. Let me read it a bit. Let me flash back to you. Than death. That is the prayers against the and they think, noting that they are dying through the persisting conflicts. Don't you listen and see that it's a conspiracy, it's a policy. Are you hearing me? Especially the president and publicity chief speak AIT morning program in response to question on attachment. Ancestral attachment. You only have ancestral attachment when you are, if you are talking about ancestral attachment, if you are dead, how does the attachment mark? Which means you surrender your land or the herdsmen will kill you. Is it not what is still happening? Don't you see it? And the governors in Igbo land are abetting this policy. Highest hope of them will live. Highest now no carry on another 50 years. Yeah, no carry on. Maybe is going to 60 something years. No, me to sell. on one another 50 years on war. But the policy, because of the help for it, because of his greed, will live and hunt us forever. That is what flatten our people. Femi Adesina said, your land be killed. And the Nigerians kept quiet. Igbos are domineering. No Igbo man to kill. Everybody. No, they don't. No, there is a spell. Only that the Fulani, they are doing their thorough job with the backing of Britain, because Britain is using them to recreate a type, to get a type of people, docile, foolish human beings that they want, that they want to be. They want the people to be. Are you hearing me? That is what is happening. Now, all this is happening because of also, let me play this. In Jeman's revelation, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? In Jeman's revelation, have you forgotten it? Let me replay it, that place, before I open the lines, please. This is something, a policy orchestrated, a conspiracy against us all. We are in mortal danger in Nigeria. For your information, listen.
Now, where do the doctors come in? The doctors come in the fact that when they capture the food security, which they actually have done now, because most of the seed growers have been killed. Just to give you an example, between 2015 and 2018, 37,500 people, victims, were killed by Boko Haram. Okay. These were farmers. Then of these 37,500, 32,000, that's 85%, were Muslims. 5,500 were Christians. And in states like Zamfara, 60% of the victims were Hausa, 40% were Fulani.
Do you see this killing that is going on? Listen, there is a very, very delicate or fine line that we should understand. Oh, I don't know how to explain this. You see these statistics of this man, Dr. Njemanze. He gives interview. We are shouting, oh, it's Islamization. Yeah, we are trying to Islamize us. At the beginning I said, no, they are trying to Fulanize us through Islamization. And I still stand there. But do you know that this word Islamization is working in two ways? You don't know they are killing people also. It's indigenous people they are killing that are also Muslims in the north. But when you shout Islamization, they are Islamizing also. It's playing to the advantage of the Fulanis. Do you know why? Do you know how? Ask me how now. Because you are uniting the whole Muslims in the north that are indigenous people that are also suffering the same thing. You are suffering. You are classifying them under one umbrella. And also, it makes the indigenous people, indigenous northerners, non-Fulanis that are suffering this thing, to also have a fake confidence that, oh, anyway, with Muslims we are killing, as Igbos, infidels are shouting of Islamization. I'm a Muslim, so even if I'm a victim, it doesn't matter. Let me take solace in them being converted, being killed. So it's still our religion. After all, when I go to heaven, I will be recompensated. So it keeps them not to even rise up against the Fulani. I don't know. There's a way this thing is. It's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. They are committing the biggest policy. You understand? But now, people are seeing it in another way, misinterpreting it, which is also giving it more fire, giving it more vigor, giving it more energy, playing in both sides. Because we, for example, the Igbos that are, crying, oh, they want to Islamize us, they want to Islamize us. We are not also seeing the plights of the indigenous people in the north that are farmers, that are Muslims. Are you hearing me? The level of understanding differs. There might be people that understand me. As we are crying Islamization, now we classify all are enemies. Are you hearing me? That all new if you see a Kanuri that is a Muslim, you say all are the same. And it's playing on the psyche. They themselves do, no matter that they suffer this thing more than you, we are now misinterpreting the reality of the issue. That they are targeting farmers. It doesn't matter whether they don't have religion. But they are using now religion, making us to misinterpret it as a religious issue. So that to get away with it. Do you see how politics work? They are good politics. Hey, Chineke. They play things in a sophisticated way, so that if you don't take time, you will be pursuing shadow. Whereas the overall result will affect everybody in an equal bad way. They want to destroy original seed growers. Whether you're a Muslim or a Christian or an Hausa, that is what they want to do. But they want to use a fake face in order to achieve this. And while we are pursuing shadow, now they are doing the main thing. Are you hearing me? That is what is happening. We should be wise and know how to interpret, think deep, make deep analysis of issues happening, in order to get it correct and say, no, this is not this, this is that. It doesn't matter the way they want us to believe it. It doesn't matter the way they want us to see things. No, it is like this. It is not like that. Are you hearing me? You see, yesterday when I came up, I said it. When I had what do you call him? The British Foreign Secretary, Cameroon, the former Prime Minister, being questioned. My brother sent it to me. I listened to it. I laugh. They were talking about Iran, how Iran is here for. That's why I like their journalists also. They ask questions without fear of favor. David Cameron was completely talking about the evil of Iran, how they send brutal drones and missiles and everything. The woman asked him, if Britain was at the British consulate or embassy was attacked anywhere in the world, and somebody killed, the British citizens killed there, what do you think Britain would do? Dear Cameroon started stuttering. No, we will go hard. We will react. The woman said, okay, why do you think Iran should not react? I smiled. I said, okay, you are reasonable. But if you don't know, with your narrow-mindedness, they will channel you one way so that you continue pursuing shadow, whereas they know what they are doing. That is what they are doing in Nigeria. And now it's Islamization. But they are doing something more horrible than Islamization. They want to clear everybody, both Islamo, both Christians. But we are not seeing it with the normal eye, defining it on what it should be. It is brigade policy. They sponsor terrorists to achieve things. Are you hearing me? They steal our natural products, our natural resources. Californium in Borno, you gold in Zamfara, everywhere in Sokoto, everything. They put all these bandits to sponsor them, but we are not at alert. We are talking another thing. And as we are pursuing shadow, shouting another thing, they are busy doing what they are doing. Now they didn't stop there. Bill Gates now have bought Nigerian hospital, federal hospitals. UNTH is bought by Bill Gates. Other federal hospitals have been bought by Bill Gates. Now he if you or form of had it been stopped there, maybe this revelation wouldn't have come out. But he want to take over the whole of Nigeria. He want to take over the whole private hospitals and clinics. Do you see it? Do you see also greed? Now they are using these people to kill farmers everywhere. They kill farmers in Zamfara. They kill, destroy, bomb everywhere. Use all the, in our place we are calling they are Islamization. It is something more evil than Islamization. When they destroy the whole natural farm products, as they are doing in our land, because Petamba, let me also come to that. Let me read that. Petamba news making round from issues or local government area is that the governor of Enugu State, Petamba, has given out about 15,000 hectares of land to a particular Fulani man under the pretense that the Fulani man is going to establish an agro-based industry in issues. I think the leadership should investigate this properly. Yes, the man is determined to hand over our land to our enemies. We must not keep it quiet, please. In issues, this is how they began. Before you know it, we will have a formalized Fulani colony in Isuzo. I understand that the traditional ruler in the area, Augustine Namani, is actively involved in it. It is also said that Petamba is providing necessary logistics with which a strong army base will be established in the area. Let us not forget that a harmful community where these terrorists attack ceaselessly in the past, killing hundreds of our people, is under issues of local government. Do you see? Do you see how they are using our people? Because they are desperate to be in power, because they are greedy to be in charge, like Hope Sodema. That is why they use them. They are willing tools. An office they will be for 8 years maximum. They go. Now they want to lay very bad legacies that will affect the people forever. What do you call him? Ojo Zokalo did his own. Today, do you know how many thousands, or if not hundreds of thousands of our people that have been destroyed by the Fulani in Logba? It is courtesy of Ojo Zokalo. But coming to this, why must land be provided to these people? Why? Does it mean that, okay, let us say, okay, as Nigerians, why can't they use their hand, in their private businesses, and if they want to buy land or rent a place, they do it by themselves instead of going through government? Government must provide, army base must be there. What is happening? Because Britain wants to create a type of people that they want. Let me finish playing this.
So it became clear that this has nothing to do with Islamic terrorism. It has to do with elimination of all the seed growers. Okay. Now they have eliminated the seed growers. Okay. Now they're moving into the second phase of their program. Now, when the farmers go to them, now we now depend exclusively on the GMOs. Okay.
So we now depend on GMOs right now.
Exactly. Okay. Because without the GMOs, you cannot really get seeds, unless we are getting seeds from different African countries and some places. Some places in the south, especially southwest, and some parts of southeast, we can still get our own seats because the Boko Haram have not really infiltrated them. But they are trying to do that. So what is happening now is that they want to move into the next phase. The next phase is whereby they will have total monopoly of the seeds, and then they will tell the farmers, you want us to give you seed, okay, we can give you seed, but on the premise that you must tell your wife and daughters to go and donate their ovarian eggs.
There's a conditional gift.
Conditional gift. Food. That is, if you want food, you have to donate ovarian eggs, the eggs of women. And why do they have to do that? They have to do that because the Western countries need these ovarian eggs for cloning. Nigeria is the only country in the world and in the history of the world which has legalized collection of organs without consent.
Does this thing ring a bell in your ear? This man is an informed person. He's not talking for talking sake. He said Nigeria is the only country in the world. Hell, if you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it one time. If you say you are an intellectual, a Nigerian, any person that comes and starts boasting, I'm an intellectual, I'm a Nigerian, you hit him in the front. Kawaii. Nigeria is the only country in this world, planet Earth. He didn't say in Africa, in the world, that legalize the collection of organs without your consent. Does that ring a bell for you or in your ears? The answer is no, because you have been conditioned. Britain wants to turn us is a farmland. Nigeria is a farmland for everything, because Nigeria is not like any other country in this planet Earth. Even Tinubu said it before he came to power, when he was accosted by a journalist. He said, keep quiet. What happened to Buhari? That Nigeria is not like any other country in this world, so things are different. It's an experiment, a bad one, an experiment. That is what Nigeria is. So it's a continuous colonial legacy that is ongoing. Are you hearing me? That is why it needs to be destroyed. Some things we define, but wrongly. Islamization. What they have in stock for every Nigerian is more than Islamization. It's more than Islamization. Islamization. This one, they want everybody to be. See that zombie film. If you are alive, you know America, that is how they want every Nigerian to be. Are you hearing me? So it is worse than what you are even crying about. That is why we need to get out of this mess. Getting out of this mess is just separating from Nigeria, so that we interrupt this British agenda. We just interrupt it. We interrupt it. That is why Britain, they are mad at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to break him by all means. They don't care. They want to break him by all means. They want to cause confusion, destroy IPOB by every means possible, because they perceive that they see IPOB as a very big threat to their farmland. Do you see, when you cultivate a farm, crops, and there is weed, what do? You go and weed it out. That is what Britain wants to do. They want to weed us out so that their farm continue growing the way they like it, Nigeria. But we shouldn't allow it. That is why when you see somebody that is trying to fight against IPOB in his actions or inactions, I'm telling you, it pains my heart a lot, because these people, they don't know what is in stock for every one of us. They don't know. They don't know. Their greed doesn't allow them in order to understand anything. But here we are telling you, please support what we are doing. Remove greed, remove hatred of one person or the other. Oh, you hate China Sanwo. Remove China Sanwo is just one. Biafra is more than China Sanwo. Biafra is more than Mazenam Dekano. So we have everything at stake. Are you hearing me? Do not allow your hatred for one person or the other to make you to destroy our collectivity. That is primitivity. Are you hearing me? We should be at alert, never to allow this struggle to see rot. That is what I'm saying. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
So your organ, which you own, which is your person, if you go to the hospital, they can collect that organ without your consent, because it states in the National Health Act of 2014 and 2015, actually signed in 2015, states that you can actually collect that organ without consent. In section 48 and 51 of the National Health Act 2014 version of it actually states that you can collect that organ without consent. You can collect organ and you can collect the gametes, that is the eggs of women, without consent of the patient.
That's very dangerous.
That's very dangerous, but it was allowed into law. I personally led the doctors' delegation in the National Assembly hearing, at the Senate hearing, and pointed this out before Ike Peremado, before Governor, the main proponent of the law, who was Ifeanyi Okowa, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa then. And then, of course, Ngige was also, Senator Ngige then was also present at that public hearing. I pointed this out, that you cannot do this under any law. But they overruled the public hearing, and Senator Peremado, who was the person who was conducting the public hearing, did not heed to all the calls by all the people present. And what happened? They passed the law with this defect. So all the people who are waiting to harvest organs, harvest eggs, are all in Nigeria. They are setting up their different NGOs. Can you explain why there is a multiplicity of NGOs in the Northeast, where there is a conflict going on?
Okay, Doc, I will come back to this. But what I want to ask now, why is the gate focused on Nigerian doctors?
Yes.
Can you address that?
Before he focused on Nigerian doctors because he now wants to harvest these eggs, and doctors are the people going to harvest these eggs. These are going to be in hospitals, but Nigerian doctors, he knows.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mars Jonathan Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra Land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 17th day of the 4th month, being April 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view onto this submission. I will take just a few calls, please, but you can call us now. And do not wait until when I say no more calling, now you start calling, please. You can call us now and give us your view. Do not forget that we talked about the continuous colonial legacy, and Nigeria is an evil that is waiting for us. That it is the legacy, a British legacy, in order to recreate us, the indigenous population, the way they want it, the way they want us to be. They are playing God. They are recreating us through their actions and everything, which is highly, highly dangerous. Are you hearing me? So we must prove to be human beings by doing what we are doing and being consistent, and never to allow our sense, our greed, our individual greed, in order to, destroy our collective interest. That is what is called primitive evil. Therefore, I have callers already lining up. Caller on Signal, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. You are the first caller.
Yes, Master Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There, Master Udo Drege. There,
Udo Drege, Master. My God bless you for your program. Master Jonathan, my name is Master Fanyin. Please, Biafra, and forgive me for where I am. I'm on ground. Master Fanyin calling from his location. Master, we must move forward. May God bless our leader. And may God bless our HODs. Master, permit me to say this thing. Operation Go Back to Radio Biafra must be obeyed. Operation Go Back to Radio Biafra must be obeyed. I use this medium to encourage our media warriors and also to thank Lion Man. I was in his program and I typed this and he quickly realized and he went back. Please let our media warriors follow the instruction. Operation Go Back to Radio Biafra must be obeyed, because many things are happening which our people supposed to be aware, like this brigade taking our people's kidneys and also trying to use NGOs to kill our people. This program always been, discussed on Radio Biafra, and most of our people doesn't know what is going on. Mazi, please, I'm sorry for deviating from your program, but I have to say this so that our people will follow the order. Mazi, yes, what happened today at the court? Yes, we have seen it, and that is why we say in appeal court decision, that's where we stand. In appeal court decision that says the charge underquoted, and they banned our leader not to attend any further trial in the zoo called Nigeria. That's where we stand. Any other thing more than or accept this is not our interest again. They must obey their court order. If they can never obey a court order, there is no need to stand a trial. Court order must be obeyed. Mazi, coming to the main program that you are discussing this night. Mazi, yes, you see what is happening. When you was talking about this doctor, giving an analysis of how farmers are being killed, we all seen that it's not only Christians are being killed, and also it's not only Muslims that are being killed. I didn't think that this thing is a killing that made for Christian or a killing that made for Muslim. You will see Christian will be saved or Muslim will be saved. To tell you that these white people, these Westerners, they hate Africa to the extent they have went back and programmed themselves, and they come up with another agenda, calling it headers farmer crashes or killing of people in the churches. Our people may think that this killing is just maybe Muslim killing a Christian or Christian killing a Muslim, but it's beyond that. And beyond that, in the inner looking, is beyond that. Westerners want to use this opportunity to wipe wipe out Africans, and also to put their order in order to control, because they have seen that religion which they introduced in Africa have been now be questioning. Mazi, let me share this testimony. Last week I was traveling to my village. I will not call the place. Mazi, as I was inside the vehicle, and these religious bigotries, now they start preaching. Mazi, I challenge them. I was challenging that person in that motto, and also giving that person fat and figure. Mazi, do you know what happened? All the people in that vehicle now turn and they say, yes, I know that you are a pagan. You are pagan, you are antichrist. I say, yes, I know that. When I start asking questions about how the religion comes to our land, how our people accept religion, you people must tag us antichrist. But this our time have opened eyes. And I'm a student of Radio Biafra. That's what I was telling them, the motto. That I can never shine to stand you people, anywhere that I saw you people. Try to confuse our people, try to give our people, fake promises, try to give our people, telling our people that manna will fall from heaven, without telling our people where our problem lies, that our problem lies on government. Because after God is government, that I can never be in that in that organization, see you people try to confuse our people. Mazi, you see people on that vehicle start, talking that I didn't know that the Antichrist have been surfaced. I say, yes, you people can call me Antichrist. I'm not Antichrist, but I'm trying to tell you people that we are brainwashed by these Westerners. Mazi, even 2 days ago, someone also he said that he come and preach to where our youth today. Mazi, I still enter the same place again. Start asking the man, why are you deceiving our youth? Can't you tell our youth the truth? Do you know what the pastor told me? He said that I'm idiot. I said, yes, I'll be idiot because I don't want you to deceive our young boys. The person go ahead to say that there's a place, there's a chapter in the Bible which he will read. And after reading the chapter, he go to market. You see, look at yourself. Just look at yourself. You bring it after reading the chapter. And the Yahoo people will come and give you rice, give you this, you pray for them. Mas, if you see what happened, that pastor, just say I'm idiot. He just abused me. Say you are idiot. I say look at you. You call yourself pastor, and you know that I'm on the right side. You are not calling me idiot. The man just went away. He didn't come back there. Mas, you must show by example. You see these people. You see what these people did to our forefathers by trying to confuse them. Mas, I have taken it upon myself that anywhere that I travel, anywhere that I go, see any one of them preaching on the vehicle or any around me, I must counter them. I must tell them the truth that we are deceived by this Western people, and this time around we have come to counter their lies, and that's what happened. Mas, may God bless you. We must continue no matter what happens. Our freedom must come. IPOB is not family business. That is where we stand, and our leader must be released by the pronunciation of IPOB. That's where we stand. Mas, may God bless you. Good night from here. Thank you, Mas.
We must never be deterred by all the shenanigans, because this awakening, this gospel of awakening must continue. You know, it's little by little, you know. It doesn't matter what they do, we must continue. Opening people's eyes, making them to understand that the time has come for reality. That we should face reality. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Welcome to the program, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, Jonathan, good evening, sir.
There were.
Yeah. Oh, Mazi, I met you from North America now. Mazi, thank you so much for another mind-blowing program. First of all hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra.
Yes, ESN is our last hope. ESN is all we have. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether they like it or not, must be freed. On discharge and acquitted, we stand. We are not going to budge from there. Despite all the shenanigans they are doing, we stand on discharge and acquitted. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said before that he will defeat them in their own court. And it has happened. He has defeated them, and out of shame, they are looking for how to manipulate it and upturn the law. So that is it. Mazi, your program this evening, all the was so scary. For me, the way I see you, you have an ego eye. You have an ego eye. Let me describe this scenario. Bill Gates is the ego, targeting to eat all the chickens, and I am the Kumu Africans in general. Bill Gates is a threat to humankind. He's a threat to mankind. This why I say that you have ego eye, you are seeing everything holistically, because sometimes we don't even know where our problem is coming from. I see fulanization, I see herdsmen, I see Boko Haram, whereas somebody is somewhere manipulating all these things. That is the gate. This man want to wipe out our generation and install robots. And one of them, the kind of evil heart, that man doesn't have conscience. In so many programs, they've mentioned him, and there wasn't any conscience at all. Mazi, let me just go straight to the point. Ima, when I listen to your program, I'm so scared. I called my mom yesterday, and I don't want to mention the location or where, but just hear this thing. I called my mom yesterday. We were having conversation. An old woman, close to 80. You know, on the Fulani Funari. Do you know that my mom went to our local market in the village? She told me that now Gareba and Erabo, you cannot see a single seller. Everywhere is empty.
No, I received the same thing, the same report from my brother today. What I'm telling you, gospel truth. Tata. Or same Nigeria go Ghana here and Nazi Ahoyana. I'm telling you. Na buy
because if you come to my family house, I let me say we are good in oil production. My mom can sometimes get close to 2 drums of palm oil every year annually when she was strong. But now what she does is just to sustain herself. Brew some palm oil, she will use that money and buy some stuff. But when she went to market, she couldn't buy anything. Or see now a problem. And see what do you think is the cost? Or see now all those farmers they have food stuff that they don't come anymore. And see why? Or some nandi funari they could have ganubo. So when I ask what is from the north, or see now he had address it from the north. Mazi, when you are discussing this thing, I'm so scared that they want to starve us. They want to eliminate us by starvation. Now, coming to what Chinasa Nworu said in his program, that secret conspiracy to stop us from producing our own food. Now, if you put one-on-one together to what this devilish brigade is doing today, and they will Boko Haram, they farmers, those who are planting original seed and bringing their genetically modified organisms to replace it. They want to wipe out human existence. So, that is why I'm happy and 100% in support of this radio jingle of IPOB. Advertising that our people should go back to farm. Even when I called yesterday, I was asking, has my people started farming? Clear all the places around, plant anything. That one is enough said. Mazi, I want to ask a question. This opportunity to Ohaneze ndi Igbo, I know they listen to you. Mazi, I've been trying to track or monitor since the British ambassador came to Igbo land and promised them that he will bring development. I have a question to anybody who can answer me, and particularly to Ohaneze ndi Igbo. Bikonu, is there any development brought by British High Commission or British Ambassador since that visit? Because I've been monitoring, I've been paying attention. I don't know how long our people will wait to open their eyes. I don't know how long our people will know that deception is in the air is in the open. It's no more hidden. Finally, sometimes I always tell myself that I don't believe in law of karma, but sometimes in one way or the other the thing exists. Ike Mado and his conspirators, how are part of those who approve that organ harvesting without consent, based on what our brother doctor was saying today? Is he not? Is Allah Biafra Kubugo the man? Allah Biafra has put him in jail. And you can see how her daughter's organ linked him into 7J10. That is how everybody who is fighting against Umuchikuke, they will all go down one by one. Finally, our brother, the doctor that revealed this shocking mystery, shocking, scary story about this blood-sucking brigade, wherever he is, he should protect his life, because these people, how they have humanity in their mind. They can do anything to eliminate any obstacle on their way. Mazi, thank you so much. I'm listening and learning from others.
Of course, Dr. Njemanze, he should be protected because he is entering into causing, he is steering hornet this nest. I am telling you. The worst part of it is this. He is calling on Nigerian government, those that rubber stamped, conspired on what he is revealing about, is those that is calling for them to take action. That is also one thing that when you look at it, you see that we are in a messy situation. Calling your killers to come and protect you. But we must continue. We must continue. Caller on Mazi. Let me see who is here first. Okay. Caller on WhatsApp. Please welcome to the program. Can you hear me? There we go.
I'm myself Biafra. My line is very clear. I can see another.
Yes, all the clear.
The manageable.
Daniru, yes.
Okay. Mazi, I'm big on the Kaitune. No, this our brother Jamanze, because more I took exception. Okwe nwekebe si abia na nghọta nke m ndị anyị na-afịa as na ọ na-enye anyị ọ na-agwa ife na-eme, which is true, but o nwere project o ji ewere abịa which ewepụ anyị anya die. My point is this: our brother adịghị genuine. That our brother is adịghị genuine. Everything could be fair, Biafrans why would you put that in Maka? Just like what they say in the Bible, that you know the truth and truth will set you free. Today, I will reveal one of the things they're expecting to hear from us, that our freedom may come. So, our brother, no PM Bobona Ekumaka kidney Maka organ. To resolution of our organs. Or now, if I check if only for body able Sunday Igbo. Now I know Kunubuko Igbo. Mazi, can I take go back? The last time the whole south raised any resolution, I didn't make Sunday Igbo. Friendly resolution at that house. Are it true? Keduzi ko si buzi kita anu ana this resolution on you if the evil fa perform more but Sunday Igbo not na that sitting Sunday Igbo ko tapo. So they have an agenda ojimake abia to tarnish our image. One.
Mazi, can I come in here, please?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, Mazi.
You know, there are sometimes we also think deep before coming out to say something. If Dr. Njemanze is making a false allegation, do you know that this thing can land him into heavy problem? He said, you know, why he is talking, he said the original proponent of that law or bill that was ratified, you know, Ekwemadu was the before he was the Senate chief, or how do we call them that time? The original listen, I'm coming. The original proponent, the proponent of the initial proponent of that bill is Senator Okowa. He mentioned it. Do you think that this man will be lying? Whereas, you know, they are hearing it. Can he lie against them? That this guy was there. The former governor of Anambra State. What is his name? He mentioned the names. And he called Ekwemadu because Ekwemadu was the Senate chief. How do you call the person in charge of Senate that time? That ran, who say I, no say no, say, and the eyes have it. So let us stop looking at things with a very narrow parameter. Is destroying our names. Mazi, which name? Do you think that he can have the audacity? This is not the first time. Mazi, are you listening? If you are in a noisy place now, you can listen from the background, please. Now, do you think that if this man, because many times we use sentiment, if this man, because why he called these people is for them, they are here, they had it. If he's lying against them, they will take him immediately, they will take up the case. He wrote against Brigade, he wrote to United Nations, to different world organizations, not only talking it. Oh, Mazi, come on, Mazi, please. Let us not sometimes use sentiments to miss the point. If this man is saying is a kind of lie, this is not the first time. I have played his clip about
no.
Yes, he said he was presently there. Not they say that he said he was presently there, and the Brigade was talking with them on video link. Mazi, oh Chineke, Mazi, let us. I think let us not think that I now millions of dummies. Maybe because of what you just think something, you come out and with a sentiment. It is not like that. I know you speak your mind, but you think, please round up, Mazi. Round up.
They can, like I was saying, Emma. What he said, I'm not countering that is a lie of anything. No, my point is there. My point there is that his purpose, he mentioned a particular people as if we don't have any other people that are among for that the thing to be passed. This is where I want to call our attention. After all, if you come to the house, Igbos are the minority. Is it also?
Mazi, you don't understand the point. Thank you very much, Mazi. Sometimes I don't like people that are thinking one-sided, honestly speaking. He don't need to mention all the, he mentioned these people as the, Okowa is the proponent. If it is Haruna, he will say Haruna was the proponent of this law, of this bill. But that time it's Igbo people, and he mentioned all of them because to give you a vivid example that now so I was there and they were there. I have to explain to them. So he was expecting them to join him in order to fight against this, but they disappointed him. That is why he was even bitter against his own people, because he know that this thing will ricochet more on Igbo people. He know that. That's why he's bitter, even mentioning their name. Who is the proponent of the law? Okowa. So will he come and say, no, it's not Okowa, it's Haruna? I don't know, Mazi, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Let us stop reasoning with our sentiments. Do you think that this man, he lied against? Okay, you know what he said is truth, but his motive. Now you are trying to go the motive. That is what you are trying. What you cannot even know is what you are trying to be, instead of the message. The same way people say, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, yeah, what he said is truth, but he want to be the chief of Biafra. He want to control Biafra. That is his motive. You understand and say, yes, what this man is saying is the truth. Let us take the message. I don't know. I will take these two last calls. Let me see whether I have callers waiting, but I have also a caller on direct call. Let me pick him because I've been waiting. He's paying. Caller on direct line. Please go on and make it brief, please.
Thank you. This is Born Navy from the US. In Chile, back about when you were Igbo na come easy no one.
You don't need any apology, because you don't need any apology. Go on.
Yeah, so you could because I've heard some comments some second as Nana's nine the primitive you go out comment but all the way our people reason, we lack sophistication in reasoning. Only the reasoning here, you have to weigh in ideas. Only make you offer something. What is critical? You have to critically question things.
I'm not cutting you. I hope you can keep just 1 minute. Let me say something in what you said before you continue.
Okay.
That and then I say that let me just give you this current example that we are seeing now. Maazi Jimako, is he not a lawyer? No, is he not a lawyer? No, I'm coming somewhere. Is he not a lawyer? I hope he is. Okay. Okay. Boga omekure ihe na America. Ebo na akpotokwa. Okay. Now, he was duped by a common judge. Maybe he compare his educational prowess and ability with that Binta Nyako. And when he can Binta Nyako ruru ya. Mana Binta Nyako bịara gwa ha sị ihe ọnụ ga-eme weapon son from this come tomorrow. I will give you write a bail application. I'll send you go, and he deceived them. Do you think that this type of person supposed to be deceived? Don't you think that he's supposed to reason say na ihe akwa legal issue and na promise you gave to me? No, he will deny you. Didn't they? That is the primitivity. And another thing, when some people that will destroy a whole generation with their greed, just their single greed, blind myopic greed, they are ready to sell and destroy everybody. Our collective interest. Mazik, are you not primitive? Mazik, go on, please.
Yeah, all sophistication. Because, well, for example, now you have an IPOB. This is exactly why I stopped attending all this Igbo Union thing, because sometimes a quote that somebody will, what president? Now we are president. Now they forget that an institution is a legal independent entity. IPOB is a legal independent entity. we don't depend on anybody. IPOB is above everybody. IPOB has property in Mazin Namdekano or his siblings. And that is where principle comes in. There's a principle that guides us. You know, I guide bro, how Namdekano siblings, whatever they like or don't like. And we have to be disciplined. Discipline, not in our leadership. If leadership says this, we will follow. If you don't like what leadership says, then exit the institution. Because I was, arguing with a lot of so-called autopilots in Ebano. Our leader say you should go and listen. Our leader say anyhow you get Biafra. Whatever our leader say, I have my own brain. I can weigh things. I can reason. I can critically think. I didn't come to listen to Mazin Namdekano because he said. I was weighing what he was saying. I was weighing my former experiences. Ntulenka. Okay. I'm going maka undi melody hana mbombo. Is it the same thing? Do you want different too? And he has proven all of us right that he's different. That's why we're following him. All potentially say, and you jump into the fire because no Biafra and Yehwe. Because we are following a certain principle. We are critically thinking. And that's what makes us sophisticated people and not primitive people. And you also took account of but so in that aspect, I'm saying that I'm glad that DOS has taken the proper step. Since the siblings of iniquity have soiled their hands with criminality, we have to dissociate ourselves completely from them, and our leader has to understand that. Mazin Namdekano Opota, we have a lot of questions for him. We're grateful that he sacrificed his parents. Unfortunately, he has more to sacrifice, which is his siblings. Because we all, Biafra is greater than any single or any group of people. I'm sorry, we have to nothing can derail this movement because Okwofo Barahana Aba, Kandi Ahebu Nemene na Aba, Ndị Eburu na Aba na Onitsha, Ikwocha, Agakenka ya go hapụ ibe ya. All the same blood ka anyị ncha na Aba, ndị agateghị ha aka wezi azụ. Ọ bụ na ndị akwafubere ọbara mmadụ asị, okay, can check go to button. There's no two ways about it. So we all ego, I presume, not ego IPOB because they made this legal case. I presume that no anybody in our fund without IPOB funds should desist. We don't want to be associated with what they're doing. We're focusing on our leader and our leader alone, and whatever the leadership says goes. In terms of court case, in terms of is the leadership. And I'm glad I this platform I gave you to draw me into everybody's ears. And I didn't care for Tonjeman said because I gave propagate his name because him and without Dr. Njeman I'm on his position in that organization. I pursue other platforms in Nigeria and the other guys require big platforms because I know that anything IPOB I can agafa. I push showing a lot of other Nigerians are
they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. So we have to propagate this in other Nigeria platforms. Thank you.
There were Mazi. There were.
Okay.
Any person that is still counting, Mazi Namdekano say they should listen to Ikberima. Is he the only person they say he should listen? Did he say take command from him? Did he say, oh, if I'm not there, he is the person that is, any person that is going astray, he must find one way or the other to justify what he's doing. That is it. That is it. It's just this like these Bible readers. Anything you catch them here, they turn the other side. They have another quotation that counters or justifies what they are doing. It's like that. As in this religion as ndoshi. No, and Bible say. So that is it. So any person that is saying, they kind of say we should go and listen to. Is he the only person he says you should go and listen? He mentioned the different names, but they forgot to add that Mazinam can also say that anytime Satan enters you, and you get IPOB treatment. No, they don't put that one. Listening, is he taking command from him? Happen there. Caller Naazi Madabuchi Ezu. The war you have been here since 26 minutes plus. Go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Yes, my brother.
Do the reggae.
Good evening, dear friends and lovers of freedom. My name is Ifan Chukwumadabuchi. My brother, I have to touch a little bit about the brother who called and saying Dr. Philip Njemanze is not just a doctor. He is a very well-learned doctor with another or separate accolade, and including medical practitioner he is, but not that makes him very relevant in the discussion. Dr. Njemanze is the chairman of the Private Medical Practitioners Association of Nigeria. He is also one of the heads of the General Practitioners of Nigeria. So he is an official of the medical establishment, not representing himself. So he is being sent to those kind of things where those things are discussed. And so, why did he call that Ike Poremadu was heading the sitting of the Senate? He was the deputy Senate president, but he was the one heading the sitting on that day. And the main proponent, like you said, was Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Yes, and Dr. Ngige was there. Yeah, he was there too. And he was naming them because they are people who are medical practitioners who will know the implication of what is being discussed. And these are our people who will cover our interest. We cannot be in the Senate, we cannot be in the medical council who are discussing those things. They are our ears and our eyes and our bodies in that chambers, and they didn't fight for us. That was what I deduced from what Dr. Njemanze said. And sometimes it's better to listen. If you listen, you don't understand, you ask question. If you ask question, you don't understand, you research. You go to social media. The comments of Dr. Njemanze the first time and now is all in the social media. You can Google it, you can YouTube it until you get the cause of what he was saying.
Man will just be talking and accusing someone, calling direct person, and what he's saying is not true, and they will just leave him?
No, he was saying where it happened and how it happened.
Of course. Go on.
Anyway, thank you, my brother. I always have tried to keep away from our leaders, legal councils, and let them do their own thing. But there's something I'm wondering about. Why have these present representatives, legal representatives of our leader, why have they lowered the bar so much? Put him in Kuje, give him house arrest, give him bail. Why are they no more talking about this? Our leader have been discharged and acquitted. Now our people, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, will know why our erudite Professor Zeko Mesan was removed and our erudite Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor Kesi was removed. Because they know they have fought the fight with this woman, and they know the right of our leader, and they know the law. So she wants them to be removed, and these people who will be saying put him in Kuje prison. Is the Kuje prison his freedom? Or give him house arrest? They lock him up in Abuja where he cannot receive anybody. Is that freedom? Oh, what is it? What is this kind of prayer that they are giving in the court? And even at that, they are not getting it. So why can't they conform when the woman is threatening to suspend the trial ad infinitum? Let her do it. Then IPOB, like you said, we will fight for the the restoration of Biafra, because some headers of where is the header of Ambazonia struggle for independence?
He has been sentenced to life. Does it stop Ambazonia?
Yes.
Does it stop Mazi, you remind me something here. Do you know? I hosted Cho Ayaba here on Radio Biafra some time ago. I think early last year or last 2 years.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? He told me something privately. Before we start and after, I used to engage in conversation to know something, to know more. He told me that look, what IPOB is an institution that we are wasting too much time on release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is not what we release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He told me that in that time. I kept it. He said what we release him is what we are doing. That if Nigerian government kindly understand that these people are unstoppable, even without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you see that even they will start negotiating with him. How do you stop this?
Exactly.
How do you stop them? How do you cool down the tempo? But if we are going, they know Nigerian government. We know that without him we are going nowhere. So they will hold him.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Mazi, go on, please.
Exactly. Like when Nelson Mandela was imprisoned, then in Kosu Wazi, whatever they called their every arms of ANC was firing on all cylinder. Until then, they brought him out. So we don't have to say we must continue what we are doing until then our leader comes out. Anyway, what I'm saying here is that what you said now, my brother, is very cogent. If these people think that if they have destroyed the center of gravity, as they call it, they've taken out our leader and we're going nowhere, so what will be the incentive for them to release him? So anyway, let's continue. The Nigerian government now have left all, this lawlessness in Nigeria. They left all the looters, all the impunity, all the lawlessness of the past administration. They are not trying the treasury looters, all the thieves that were bound everywhere. Even people who came to government, they haven't stayed up to a year and they have stolen up to 40 billion. They are not chasing them. Now they are chasing people who are spraying their hard-earned money. What a country. So if I have my money and I want to spray it to people, I am worse criminal than people who stole. A governor of a state who stayed only 8 years have stolen $4 billion, and he's free walking around. And you are chasing content creators and workers who are spraying their money. And that's the same thing they're doing. The Nigerian army is chasing IPOB up and down for flying flag, but they leave Fulani herdsmen from all over Africa coming to kill people in Nigeria. Even if the youth, the aggrieved and injured people want to protest, the invaders, the murderers, we call the Nigerian armed forces, will come and they still kill the youth of the indigenous people. And that's the country they want us to belong to. They lie. We're going home. And I want to say this. The 419 governor in Imo State says that before the end of during the election, remember, election campaign, this 419 governor said that before the end of last year, that 4,000 Imo youths will be working in Europe. How about that? How are these people playing with our intelligence, and our people and our youths are falling for Mugu for these people. This man has led Olu to west. This man has led Izombe west. This man has led Osumogu west, Ositokwa west, Imo State to west, with false promises and false qualification, because this man never qualified to be a governor. And people are hobnobbing against around him and giving him Holy Communion, calling him Christian of some sort. Mad people everywhere. Anyway, what I want to say is that our people, please, pretty please, every Biafran listening to us and who will hear our broadcast, this broadcast tomorrow or whatever, support IPOB, join IPOB, support IPOB, support the Directorate of State. These are the administrators of IPOB, and you see that our leader is very smart. He knows that what happened to him may come. That's why he said what the DOS says goes, because he knows that they are capable of administering the movement, even if he's not around. And why you are supporting the DOS, support the Eastern Security Network for the restoration of our and security of our beloved motherland, Biafra. My brother, have to leave it here. God bless Biafra. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you very much. We must continue. I have a caller. You'll be the last caller. Holding on 22 minutes now. Maazi Chiku, you are the last caller. Maazi, please go on. Maazi Chiku, welcome to the program. Please go on. Make it as brief as you could.
Okay. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. I greet you, Jonathan, once again, as always. I greet my leader and our leader, Mazen Namdekano, the man who set up this platform to expose so many evil that was reading under the roof of heaven. I greet him once again. Yes, I want to start for somebody that called and mentioned about Dr. Njemanze, that is calling Igbo people, somebody like Ifeanyi Okowa, Ngige, and Ike Ekweremadu, try to twist something regarding that man that take a high risk by opening this hidden agenda. This man said so many things. This man said that all the government hospital has been sold to Bill Gates, and they were about to buy the Christian hospitals. He said many things. This man take the highest risk of all to open this secret. And somebody who's supposed to understand the risk and the effort the man made by opening his mouth, writing letters to even to Tinubu and everywhere in so many places, and somebody can come and try to put the man, I don't know. This is why Igbo people are where they are in Nigeria. This is the reason. This is the reason our leader came to this platform, to expose so many things. So many things, especially in the name of religion, which was the worst thing that happened to Igbo as a race. Instead, the Igbo people will understand this is the serious problem they have. So many of them are kicking against it. Even the time Jonathan is here some Saturday to expose so many things inside. Sometimes when I'm thinking about Igbo people, I get tired. I get tired, honestly. How can somebody open his mouth to come and call this radio to mention something that no human being can listen to hear from any human? Look at the Yoruba is there. The whole Senate is there. This man is there challenging before they conclude. Hello? So, how can this man who stands say he is inside, he discussed and debate, and finally he came out and tried to work towards this evil that is coming to Nigeria? That the whole government hospital has been sold. Who collected the money? What are you going to do with the money? Nigeria, backward country. There was some time ago, there was a news that 7,200 pennies of human being killed in Nigeria was sold, shipped to China. And that information came out. Those people are human beings like you. And they are from Nigeria. And nobody follow it up. Nigeria is the place where you can see religion. Christianity is everywhere in Nigeria. Igbo people are at the head of this religion. Muslim religion is in Nigeria. Fulani are the head. And some houses and the West. And the people are killing in Nigeria. Their past are seeking abroad. And many of them are still waiting to go to heaven. What a shame. What a shame of a place you call Nigeria. Thank God, some people have talked before I'm saying what I'm saying now, based on that very person. But if you are Igbo man, and you always like to denote yourself to the public as this, your name is sorry. Because when I'm thinking about the risk that man take, I was even thinking, you see, this man said that they are waiting for brigade to come to Nigeria so that they will arrest him. He even said that government cannot even do the work alone. They need underground work, people to support, to see that this slaughter, they want to use Nigeria hospital. When you go to hospital, they will remove your organ. That you can approve it. All these evil people we have in Igbo land. If you are defending the Premado, you are defending Ifeanyi Okuwa or Vige. Why not to defend this idiot in Imo State that is killing his people? Hope Uzodema. Why not defend Petamba in Enugu State? Why not defend all these evil people that say they are politicians in Igbo land today? Can you see such people in the north? Can you see such people in the west? This is the reason our people is where they are in Nigeria. Some of them don't think like a human being. Some people don't act as a human being. When you see something where you're supposed to learn from that and put your support, you try to distract it because you can call the radio and disgrace yourself.
Mazi, I
don't know what
think
is
okay.
I don't know.
You have said enough about him. If you have a suggestion, make
Okay, let me put it by the side.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Hello. Okay, I go to Benue State. You know, when the former governor was crying, fighting, everybody keep quiet. Governor Otto. The Fulani worked very hard to remove him and fix somebody. They say he's a reverend father. Today, see what is happening in Benue State. If people understand what Britain have in Nigeria, if you know what Britain and white people has in Nigeria, if you are a regular listening to this radio through our leader and understanding the whole thing that our leader is saying, if you know this thing you call religion, Christianity and Muslim, it was made to enslave human beings on earth. And they have gone so deep in Nigeria, mostly in the Christian way of Nigeria, Igbo people. If you go to the West, you cannot gauge how many percent of Yoruba is Christian. How many? But when they open church, they know what they are doing. If you think well and read and listen to Boss Emmanuel, he explains so many things about this religion and the Yoruba in question in the name of Christianity. Some of them are working to support, to enslave in the name of Muslim. They are inside Christian in the name of, they are inside Christianity to work for Muslim to make sure the Fulanization is complete. That is why each time they are praying for one Nigeria. They are praying for peace. They are praying for one Nigeria 24 hours because they are working for enslavement to make sure Nigeria remain Muslim country. But they are inside Christian. How I wish if you go to any church, Yoruba church, you will see Igbo people 80% in the church. How many Yoruba are inside the church? But they are Igbo people who supposed to listen to Radio Biafra and turn back. They are the most foolish people supporting, paying their tithe, going to heaven. Why? This resolution from IPOB, we are suffering for support to support this movement so that we will get out from this bondage that Britain and the white people created, call it in Nigeria. It is a pity that up till now we are still running around. Okay, look at what happened. I think today is our leader case, according to Ijimako. What happened? These people you call DSS, they are the major problem. If they are the worst thing that happened to Nigeria, working for Britain, they are the people who are working hard to make sure Nigeria remain in bondage. How many Fulani kidnappers has DSS arrested that is in a prison in Nigeria? How many? But Fulani herdsmen are kidnapping people every day. Kidnapping Los boss every day. The people are paying their money through transfer from one bank to another bank. Where is DSS? All those equipment they have, why are they not using it to trace out where the money that the terrorists are collecting from Nigeria is going? These people are working together with the DSS and their group in Nigeria. How many Fulanis that is collecting millions from the kidnappers that these evil people you call DSS in Nigeria has arrested? But every day our leader is going to court, they will collect 500 million. Who is paying this money? Who is collecting this money? Who is paying it? Is it not the government is paying this money? Is it not the same government is collecting this money? But when you come to our leader case, that is the only thing that DSS was formed in Nigeria to do. Somebody who is an IPOB, you go and arrest him, you take him to Abuja, you kill those you kill. You have agents in Imo land, Imo state, they have created the worst thing, that the foolish people are killing themselves, killing their brothers, stealing and looting, taking their doing business, forgetting that at the end they will suffer. That they have made themselves to be the most
Mazi, please round up. Mazi, please round up.
So I'm stopping here so far. We'll continue from next time.
Yeah,
but all I'm trying to conclude is that our leaders, let them try and work hard. There is no going back. Going back is death. We only move forward until we get to our destination. Thank you and God bless you.
Almost say Biafra. Thank you very much. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is where I'm going to stop. We must continue what we are doing. All of us have equal stake in this struggle, and that is it. Cure ED. So, if we fell, IPOB fell, we fell together. It is all of us that fell. If we succeed, it is all of us that succeed. So there is no two ways about it. We must continue in this struggle. And let us understand that what is facing us in Nigeria is more grievous, more dangerous than what we think, than what we cry about or what we cry for. Are you hearing me? So, we must continue in this struggle. That is the solution. We have no back to go. Therefore, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, of which his brothers are trying everything in order to make sure to scatter things. But we know everything they are planning or they are doing. And the Nigerian government, the IPOB is indestructible. That's it. So, this is where I rest my case. Thank you for listening. Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains our ideology, our identity.